Welcome back to the Favored Five. Last week I happened to read an article about the Google CEO Sundar Pichai, about his first interview at the company Google. He had his interview on 1st of April, and on the first few rounds, to Pichai, the interviewers asked him what he thought about Gmail. Now, most of us are ready to give the answer for Gmail because Gmail is a part of our daily life now. Our email system is completely dependent on Gmail now. But Pichai could not answer because it was actually on that April 1st that Google had announced this email service. So Pichai had no idea about it. Actually, he said he thought it was an April Fool's joke. But he responded to the question saying that he cannot answer the question because he has not seen the product. And so one of the interviewers asked, "Have you seen Gmail?" He said no, and the interviewer showed it to him. And only when the fifth interviewer asked him, "What do you think about Gmail?" that he was able to start answering it then. I guess most of the people would have attempted to make up something before they move on to the next question. But Pichai did exactly the opposite and ended up impressing his interviewers. That is how he got the job. He did not tell the interviewer a negative answer, but he made the conversation interesting and he showed the interest in knowing about the product. That is why they asked him whether he wants to see what his Gmail is, and he was able to capture the ideas within minutes from that one display of Gmail. The lesson we learn from is the next time when we face a difficult situation, we should stay calm and take a moment to think before we respond. Pichai carefully thought about the question, what he had to say from what he has seen. When the question was placed before him whether he knows Gmail, my obvious answer would be, I don't know. But Pichai took advantage of the scenario and he did not say, I don't know, but he backed it up with an answer. He doesn't know because he did not use the product yet. There it showed that interest to know, the curiosity to know the product. That led the interviewer to show him, to demonstrate the product to Pichai. By saying that he did not know because he did not know the product, use the product, he redirected that conversation with the interviewer to know what the product is. And by getting a glimpse of the Gmail, he got a clearer understanding of the product. This made him to display the intellect that he already had, and he was able to combine it. So we should also be able to redirect the conversations that come our way. We should not give a negative vibe into the conversations that come our way, but use it intellectually. How important is our attitude? Our attitude is more important than the facts, the circumstances, what others say about it. It is more important than our past, our education, our financial status. Our attitude is more important than anything else. Our attitude is much deeper than just few thoughts that we think that we have or we think we do not have. Our attitude comes out of the core of our being. Our attitude represents our outlook, our very character. Just for an illustration, Let us keep a bottle of water and put the lid on it very loosely. Just shake the jar vigorously till the water falls out. May I ask you, why did the water spill? Few of the answers can be the lid was loose, the jar was shaken, or it could be the gravity force. No, the reason the water came out of the jar was because jar was filled with water. What is on the inside is what will come out. It is our attitude that comes out as reaction or actions. Our attitude reveals the real us. Our attitude determines the success and the failure of every relation in our life. Our attitude is always our choice. I recently read another story of two men who are in prison. When one looks out of the bar, he sees all the stones and mud that is there around the prison compound. But the other one looks through the same bars and sees the moon and the stars. They both are in the same place. But what is the difference? It is the attitude of their choice. Let us pray that we will be able to take steps that will help us to be more positive. That our attitude will develop us in our relationship with everyone and with God.